In the vast and complex mythology of Westeros, few creatures inspire as much awe, respect, and fear as Balerion the Black Dread. Known for his immense size, formidable power, and fearsome reputation, Balerion was a dragon whose presence could alter the course of history. This article explores the life and legacy of this legendary beast, his role in Aegon Targaryen's conquest, and the lasting impact he had on the realm. The origin of Balerion. Balerion, one of the largest and most powerful dragons to ever soar through the skies of Westeros, was born in Valyria, the ancestral home of House Targaryen. Named after an ancient Valyrian god, Balerion was not the offspring of Vhagar, but one of the three mighty dragons Aegon the Conqueror brought to Westeros. His black scales gleamed like polished obsidian, and his eyes shone with the fire of molten gold, making him a truly fearsome sight. His immense size set him apart from other dragons. His wingspan was so vast that he could cast entire cities into shadow, and his flight inspired both awe and terror in those who witnessed it. The fires he breathed were capable of melting stone, leaving only ash and ruin in their wake. Balerion was truly the epitome of draconic might. The Conquest of Westeros. When Aegon I Targaryen sought to unite the Seven Kingdoms under one rule, Balerion played a pivotal role in his campaign. Aegon, astride Balerion, became a conqueror whose power was unquestionable. Balerion's fire and strength were instrumental in subjugating entire armies and kingdoms. His flames were described as red-hot, capable of incinerating enemies in an instant, turning stone walls into molten rock. One of Balerion's most memorable displays of power occurred during the siege of Harrenhal. Harrenhal, the massive castle built from black stone, was thought to be impregnable. But Harrenhal, its lord, had not accounted for Balerion's might. Aegon had Balerion unleash his fiery wrath upon the castle, melting the very stone and turning it into a ruin. This moment marked a turning point in the conquest and solidified House Targaryen's dominance over Westeros. It's also important to note that Aegon was not the only Targaryen to ride a dragon during the conquest. His sisters, Visenya and Rhaenys, rode Vhagar and Meraxes respectively, but Balerion stood above them all as the mightiest of the Targaryen dragons. The Legacy of Balerion. Balerion's influence extended beyond the battlefield. He became a symbol of House Targaryen's strength, embodying the sheer power that dragons could bring to a dynasty. The image of Balerion, with his dark wings and blazing fire, struck fear into the hearts of Targaryen enemies and inspired loyalty from their followers. The bond between Balerion and his riders was a crucial aspect of his legacy. After Aegon's death, Balerion passed into the hands of several other notable Targaryen rulers, including Maegor the Cruel and later King Viserys I. Each of these riders formed a deep connection with the Black Dread, and through him, they asserted their power and dominion. Balerion represented the peak of Targaryen might, and his presence in the skies was a reminder of the Targaryens' ability to subdue, conquer, and rule. Even after his death, Balerion's name continued to evoke reverence and fear across Westeros. The death of the Black Terror. Balerion lived for nearly 2 centuries, outliving many of his contemporaries and remaining a dominant force throughout his life. However, as with all creatures, time eventually caught up with the Black Dread. His death marked the end of an era for House Targaryen as the last of the great Valyrian dragons. Following his death, Balerion's massive remains were laid to rest in the Dragon Pit, the large domed structure in King's Landing that housed the dragons of the Targaryens. His skeleton, colossal in size, became a relic of the past, a symbol of the once mighty dragons that had soared across the skies of Westeros. The sight of Balerion's bones in the Dragon Pit served as a stark reminder of the power that dragons had once wielded, and the Targaryens' dominance over the Seven Kingdoms. With his passing, the Targaryens began to lose their grip on the ability to control dragons, leading to a slow decline in their influence. Conclusion: Balerion the Black Dread remains one of the most iconic figures in the lore of Westeros. His immense size, terrifying power, and pivotal role in shaping the history of the Seven Kingdoms are remembered long after his death. From the fiery destruction of Harrenhal to his symbolic representation of House Targaryen's power, Balerion was more than just a dragon. He was a force of nature whose legacy altered the course of history. Though dragons are now long gone, Balerion's name still echoes through the halls of Westeros, a reminder of the indomitable strength and grandeur of the dragons that once ruled the skies. The Black Dread will forever remain a testament to the power of House Targaryen and the indelible mark they left on the history of the Seven Kingdoms. As we continue to explore the fascinating world of Westeros and beyond, Balerion's story is just one of many legendary tales waiting to be uncovered. If you're captivated by the mysteries and histories of dragons, myths, and epic sagas, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more incredible stories and thrilling explorations. Together, we'll dive deeper into the lore of dragons and other mythical wonders, unlocking the secrets of the realms, both ancient and fantastical. Join us on this journey, and let the legend of Balerion and many others continue to soar.